Hello everyone, it's your favorite Uncle Bob back to another video, and tonight we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Pointblank with Peacemaker. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought of the video, or what would you like to see next in a video. So, on to the figures. Let's take a close-up on Pointblank real quick. You get that nice Autobot symbol that is split, because mine has the Nonnef upgrade kit. So, but you get the nice painted rims, then that nice all-spark blue, get the nice all-spark blue and, highlighting the windows here. Some transparent plastic with, you can see a little bit of detail in there. And not coming well off camera, at least from what I can tell. Get some nice silver here as well, silver highlighting where the headlights would be. So, not too bad. Now let's take a closer look at his partner. Overall, not a bad looking little target master. Get some all-spark blue for the visor and a little bit in his chest. Other than that, that's and the black for the shoulders. That's about it. The only articulation he has is ab crunch. So yeah. For a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 side swipe. So he's a little bit longer, but that's just the nature of his alt mode. So as I mentioned before, this does have the Nonnef upgrade kit. So let's transform him real quick. It's very simple. Fold them in half and flip out the gun. Now you can store this. There's 2 tabs and 2 slots. He can store right here if you want, or you can take these parts and do a couple things with. You can take the spoiler, take this section and plug them together if you didn't want to have him attached. And it will just go right into that screw hole, and it will complete the kind of the look if this would actually stay on. Okay, but yeah, you get the gist. Now if you wanted to, you can unpeg this, take this section, you want the part where it's raised up, you want that going forward, tab that down, take this, put that into place. Now I guess you could also put that there if you want and have him plug up here, because this really is meant for robot mode. But if you want all pieces attached, this is what you gotta do. Come on. Alright, plug that on and plug him on, and there you go. Now this also does make his front grille not super finished look, but who cares? So let's get down to transformation. You want to remove all this stuff, kind of keep it all attached. Just set it off to the side. Then you want to come to under here, kind of unpeg this. It also plugs into the foot. And then just kind of pop it off the ball joint and all that. You don't, pop it back on. Goal is to try to get it like that. You kind of want to lift up the canopy as much as possible. Take the foot and just kind of wiggle it free, rotate it around, and then flip it up. There you go. Do the same thing for this side. There we go. Then just kind of take these side bits, rotate them around, and just kind of have them going on, just, like that. Rotate the waist 180. You can go ahead and tab this piece down. Just got to raise up the camera. All right. Now for the arms. You want to go ahead and split them. Take this piece, fold it back. You want to take the arms and kind of untab it. It helps if you rotate it forward, around 180. So then that way you can take the whole arm and just wiggle it down. Wiggle it down. Then you can straighten it down right here. Rotate the arm forward. There, and rotate down some more. So there you go. Do the same thing for this side. Untab, rotate 180, and then down, straighten out the arm, rotate around again 180, and get everything oriented properly. Then just come back here, fold down that section, flip up the head, and then these 2 tabs will go right in here. So just gotta line that up. It is on kind of like a weird ratchet. And then just fold this down as flat as you can. And there you go. There you have Point Blank in robot mode. Overall, not a bad looking robot. If you had the stock configuration, he would have like these jutting up things on his arms. Nonnef fixes that, and I will have a link to the where you can buy these in the description down below. So, not too shabby. A little bit of a backpack, but not too much. Honestly, I could see this guy being retooled into Armada Blur. Like, you just, rotate around this and just kind of do something like this, and there you go. You pretty much have Armada Blur. Obviously, just flip around the hands. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Now, for articulation, the head is on kind of a ball joint, but due to the nature of the way his head's shaped, he can only really get a full 360. Not much in the way of anything else. Arms can do a full 360 as well. Can move in and out. Either you can choose between utilizing the transformation joint or not to get either further up. Otherwise, that is as far out as you can go. He does have kind of a double jointed elbow. Well, he has a bicep rotation, but kind of a double jointed elbow. Doesn't get you too much past 90. So, but otherwise, you have a normal elbow joint that gets you just the 90. Nothing at the wrist. He's got waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, and get this out of the way. He can do beyond the full splits. He can do the full-on karate kick. He's got thigh rotation, 180, almost 180 at the knee. He's got ankle tilt and up and down on the toe. So he's pretty posable for a deluxe. I do wish that, I don't know, I would say put him at a Voyager, but then that'd be too much. But then again, it would also fix a lot of the transformations and maybe give him some articulation too. I don't know. It's kind of like that double-edged sword. Yeah, it fixed a lot of issues, but then it wouldn't be worth the Voyager price too. So, I don't know. But you can hold all of this into his hand if you like. Or if you wanted to, have him hold his spoiler, and then you can just have him hold his weapon. Now, what's interesting is he's got a 5mm port right here, and I'm thinking that they had an idea to have his hand flip down or something, so he could recreate the Japanese G1 where it just plugged into his hand. And funny enough, on that one, the one episode where they got introduced is like, oh yeah, they're, our hands are now guns. And that happens every day. Yeah, the Headmasters was weird. Oh well. Anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe. So, I mean, he is pretty tall for a deluxe. Like, seriously. That is, yeah. But, yeah. Overall, this figure could have used another pass or something, maybe like a 2-pack, Generation Selects, something, or release him separately, which I know the Micromasters, Battlemasters didn't do too well, at least from what I've heard, but it would have helped this figure out a lot. So, because like, you got the weird extended hips that could have probably used a collapsing joint. The leg clearance in alt mode is practically none. Granted, it is possible. And the arms also have an issue. But again, it's not bad for the first attempt of this guy for 40 years almost, give or take. So, yeah. Honestly, if this wasn't the only version of this character, I would say pass. I mean, I still say kind of pass in general. If you're not a completionist or you don't care about Season 3, definitely just pass on this guy. But if you're one of those completionists or, you want a full G1 cast, then you're stuck with this. But at least Nonnef makes it a little bit better. But that's about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the other fun stuff. And I'll see y'all next time for another video review.